I'll make sure these are live.
So what? I don't have 3 minutes to go get a light real quick or whatever?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way you guys
on
can...
MJC? I'm just going live on mine right now, like to make sure it's set up. So go ahead.
Is there any way you guys can put your mic through VOD as well, or no? Like you don't have to have your volume on, just put your mic on.
Yeah, I think I can, because what I can do is I can turn down my system audio, and then I can include my microphone. So here, like, y'all may have to go into y'all's. I don't know how it's gonna work on y'all's side, so you're not double looping the audio.
No, like me. I mean, we'll just mute our VOD. That's all we're doing. So we're not gonna be able to hear shit. I'm just saying for all you guys to unmute your mic, just so your mic feed comes in. Because I'm gonna use that link.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all. I'll go ahead. I'm gonna unmute. Do I need to unmute you as well?
No.
Yeah.
Did we just leave completely? Okay.
Yeah. Can't see his body.
Hold on, y'all keep talking. Okay, I gotta fix that. Okay, hold on. I got y'all's audio output as my audio output needs to go to system, so that way I won't hear y'all in here. Okay, one of y'all say something again?
Yo.
Okay, all right, yeah, we should be good then. Okay, I wanted to make sure I wasn't double picking everything up. All right, let me check, make sure we're live on Twitch and my YouTube. And then when Joey's back and y'all are ready, we'll go live on the on y'all's. Live. Am I not
Max,
live?
can you make sure that your mic is connected to VOD as well?
It is.
Okay.
Max, talk real quick.
Yo, what's going on?
Okay, perfect. I just gotta get Joey shit.
I don't understand why he has to like fucking just like leave, but you know.
Dude, why am I hearing you twice again all of a sudden?
I'm not sure. I unmuted myself on VOD.
I have my system audio muted.
Wait, Juan, you're muted on VOD, Juan, right?
Yeah, I know.
But we can't be because you're like, you already have. I got you.
Yo, what up, Nova? Appreciate you being here. We're just trying to get everything set up real quick. But for some reason, I'm hearing Max twice.
Yeah, it's because I muted myself in VOD.
Yeah, but I have my audio on VOD turned off.
You should be able to just turn off your volume on VOD, Dak. Just turn off your volume or mute the site. You can just mute it.
That's what I did.
How'd you do that then? How do I mute the site?
Go to the.
I got it. I found it. I right click and then it muted it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, you're live. I can't.
No, you're still doing it. One, you sound fine, but Max is like a double audio now.
Well, Max, mute your mic on VOD. See what happens.
Hello.
Yeah, you sound great now.
Yeah.
Something with the VOD then.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh wait, no, I hear it again now. What the?
Yeah, I unmuted it. Sorry. It should be fine now.
That is so strange. All right, so we're live on. I know tech, right? Looks like we're live on Twitch, my YouTube. We're not live on any MJC Sports, and we're not live on my TikTok yet. But all right. Should we go ahead and go live while waiting on Joey, or
let's just wait on Joey?
Yeah. That guy thinking he can do anything in 3 minutes is hilarious. So, do you want me to stay muted or involved?
Yeah, just I think it's causing Dak shit to feedback.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
Cancel it.
We're doing the NFC East, right?
That's what I should do. I should get out some notes.
I even like double checked. I right clicked and it says unmute site, and that's so weird. Like I haven't muted. And Juan sounds fine. That's what I don't understand.
Well, Juan is muted in there. That's why, probably.
Yo, what up, Nova?
Yeah.
Nova, yeah, Joey. You see the little box down there? That's Joey's box. So whenever he comes back, he was just here, but now he's got to fix his lighting. You know, Joey's always got some technical issues because of tech.
Yeah.
Never fails, man.
Being 5'8", 450 isn't a problem.
Yeah.
445.
All right, so I can close this tab. We'll keep that one open for now.
Well, you better get ready to take that boy to the zoo one of these days.
Get my fucking back brace.
Yo, Nova, big shout out to Nova, man, for the 2K builder. He showed me where you hit the button, you can actually see cat breakers on the builder app.
Yeah, I was about to ask the same damn thing.
You know, when you're setting the attributes after you make your build in 99, there's like a thing called like build glossary or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Rectangles. Yeah, you click on that and then you slide over and it shows you like thresholds for animations. So we can basically map out everything we want before the game comes out.
Yeah, Joey better, if Joey end up playing the game, which he will, he better make a WNBA player.
The IT twin got your back, bro.
I'm gonna get effed in the alley.
Nice.
I had my interview yesterday, Nova, with AT&T. So hoping they let me know. He said by middle of next week they'll let me know if they're gonna bring me on. I felt like I had a good interview. Y'all, Max Juan, y'all tell me and Nova, you answer this as well. After the interview, he was like, "Hey, let me show you around the place." So he showed me the break rooms, bathrooms, conference rooms, like all the different floors, like sections where I'd be working. And
yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
trying to seduce you, bro.
I feel like he's like thinking like, yeah, bro, I like you.
Yeah, he likes you. Yeah, for sure. He's trying to.
He likes you.
Yeah, he's trying to seduce you. Yeah, he's probably like, hey, every room.
Oh, Voltage with the sub, man. Appreciate the love, baby. Nova said that's good. That's what I like to hear. That's what AT&T.
Yeah,
Voltage,
Joey,
man. Appreciate you coming in here with the sub, man.
7 minutes of Joey getting a light. Probably trying to rip out a light from the ceiling.
He didn't get here until 7:50, by the way, or 7:49 and some change. And it's like, imagine if he would have got here with 20 minutes or 30 minutes, like I was asking. To set things up.
Chill.
No, not chill. We're already almost 5 minutes late, Joey.
Yeah, it took 7 minutes.
I'm not gonna be able to get this late to work. Fuck it.
PowerShell scripting, pray for you. Yes, sir. I will, man. I'm about to create my own virtual machine so I can start playing with the Active Directory.
I guess we're ready because as soon as he gets his camera on,
I'm waiting for his camera. Yeah,
turning it on.
Okay, camera's on, guys. Give me a second. Let me go live on our other platforms. Make sure they're up. Okay, let me double check.
Take your shades off, bro. God damn.
I'm gonna keep them on. Fuck it.
Fucking Men in Black.
Rocking with them, dog.
One second. Please show me you're live.
Did you press live on ours?
Yeah, I pressed live, but I'm trying to wait to make sure that it shows it's live. Looks like we are actually live on.
Yeah, we're live. It looks. Oh, it's you. Sorry, it's not you.
Yeah, we're live on y'all's YouTube. I'm just trying to double check our TikTok to make sure we're. Yeah, give me one sec. Let me search. Okay, it looks like we are. Can y'all confirm on y'all's?
Yeah, we're not live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not live on YouTube.
Refresh it because it showed live on my side.
It says you're live.
Maybe it's delayed.
No, YouTube sometimes has like a 7-second delay. Here, I'll pull it up.
Unless it's the wrong broadcast, you just went live, just not on that broadcast. Damn, Joey.
Open that down.
That big boy water.
Hell yeah. I gotta stay hydrated.
Where's the dent on your head?
Right.
Yeah, we're not live, Dak.
Yeah.
Bro, how did you get a crater in my head, though? Shit's crazy.
Because it's AI, bro. That's why.
Make sure. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Now double check, see if y'all can see it on your side.
All right. I'm going to refresh in a minute.
live.
Apparently not.
Hold on, because I hit go live. Like I
No, I believe you. You don't have to yell.
refresh. Come on, baby. Because it says it literally says live.
Hey, make sure you're muted on VOD, Joey, just to be on the safe side because Dak was getting feedback. There you go. My boy Dak in the thumbnail is fucking mad dogging the hell out of me, bro.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Why does it still say waiting?
Shit, tripping.
I'm gonna turn it off and check. Man,
we started at 5:45.
Shut up, fool. You were the one that was late.
Imagine if we would have started at 5:30. This tech issues wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, imagine if you would have been in here. No, I could have just hit go live.
I know. Imagine
if you actually went to the zoo.
Imagine if you rolled me over to the zoo.
Well, that's how we would.
That is possible. We can make that possible, bro.
Let's fucking do it. I'm ready. See the lions and tigers and bears.
I like your background, by the way, Max. I barely noticed that the last fucking episode.
Yeah, so thanks. I was waiting for you to say something, but you don't. You're a piece of shit. So thanks.
Really, I mean, it's better.
I noticed it. I just forgot to say something about it.
It's definitely better to stack with shoe boxes. What is that behind his?
You know what you need to get, Max? You need to get some Arnie's. You need to put them behind those things. I think it'll look really nice.
I know. I got them in my drawer, the Arnie's. I totally forgot about them until you just said that.
Okay. Dude, I'm going to take a picture. It says you're live. I'm refreshing it again on your shit.
Here, we're probably, I'm telling you, it's probably not on the broadcast. It's probably on something else. Like a separate broadcast.
It's there. I ended everything.
We're good.
Did it again, and now we're live.
We're good. We're live. All right. Yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to MJC Sports. As you guys can see, we got special guests in the building.
Special.
Special. Real special. You know what I mean? Look, we got Dak Phenom 411. If you guys watched us during the draft, you guys know these two characters very well. We got Dak. We got Joey. We got the greatest co-host in the world. We got my boy Max here. MJC Sports is in the house.
Appreciate that, man.
Today we're doing NFL previews. All right, the NFC East, and there's a reason why we have these fellas on here, man. Obviously, we know Max is an Eagle fan. We already know he's gonna be biased, but we also got a biased Cowboy fan. All right, and that's why I got the shades on, because I'm blocking all the hate that I'm gonna be getting, bro. That's why. All right, I'm Ray Charles in it. I'm Ray Charles today for the live stream. All right. So, Dak, go ahead and do your introduction, my brother. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, I like producing the stream, the podcast, man. Everybody on my stream, everybody on MJC Sports, you know, it's truly a blessing to be here and to be live. I'm just ready to get started, man. You know, fuck Philly.
Okay. Well, I just really quick one. I just want to say I'm glad to have these guys here. It's like the royal court. I'm the king. Juan's my queen. Not Dak's probably the queen. Juan's like a really awesome night, and every court needs its jester because everyone out there is thinking, what the hell does Joey know about the NFC East? He's a Niners fan, right?
It's more like exactly. What I know.
Exactly. So we'll see.
I know about every division in football. This is my shit.
No, you do not, bro. Yes, all right. Anyway, look.
I'm gonna learn you today, Juan.
Okay, you're gonna learn me today. All right, there you go. I'm so happy that I get to deal with this for like 5 hours again during the draft. All right. Anyway, look, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like this video. Comment down below any thoughts, opinions that you guys have. We got a busy August coming your way. All right, we got NFL previews. We got some other stuff going on. We got some film watching that we want to do. We got a lot of big plans. Also, I just mentioned Dak Phenom 411. If you guys can please go ahead and show him some love, join his stream, give him a follow, give him a subscribe. It's gonna help out a lot, man. He helps us out a lot when it comes down to these live streams, man. He's the tech guy. He's the king when it comes to that, bro. I lean on him, bro. So go ahead and give Dak Phenom a follow there. All right, boys. Let's go ahead and start off with nonetheless the Dallas Cowboys. All right.
How are we gonna start off with them?
We got it. We got it. Come on.
Wow.
We all know the boys. We all know the boys are here to watch the boys. All right.
Saving that for last.
No. We got to give the audience what they want, bro. And a lot of these people are not gonna be watching this video live. They're gonna be watching it afterwards. So they gonna want to see the Cowboys front and center. All right.
So
Dallas Cowboys. No, what's up?
But
I think we should let Joey go first. You know what I mean? Just let Joey. What's your opinions, Joey? How you feeling about the Cowboys?
Bro, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles.
There goes our monetization.
Okay.
Bro, I really think, like, as far as Dak Prescott goes, he's in that position where it's a make or break year for him. So it's like, we'll see how he handles it. We'll see if he can stay healthy. But what do you think of Dak?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the Cowboys, man. I don't know where to begin with Dallas, but just to start from the top, I want to give a big shout out to Jerry Jones, because y'all know this is the first year ever since Jerry Jones has owned the Cowboys that he allowed his head coach to pick his DC, and we stole him from Philly. You know how special that is?
Yeah. You guys can't beat us, right? So you got to join us.
I'm glad
you guys didn't steal Jalen Carter from Philly.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. That's a hard man to steal.
They already had 4 D tackles. What do they need 5 for? Seriously.
Look, Dak has.
You guys didn't get their corners.
They got their. Well, look. What they did get is a new defensive coordinator, like Dak alluded to. Christian Parker coming over from the Philadelphia Eagles. We got Clayton Adams as OC. Brian Schottenheimer coming back for his second year. The Cowboys went 7-9-1 last year. They missed the playoffs. Their over-under this year is 9.5. Last year was 7.5, so they didn't reach that. So if you bet the over, you did not get that. Couple of the key additions here: Jalen Thompson, Caleb Downs, Malachi Lawrence, a guy who I really like coming out of UCF. Some of the key losses: Dante Fowler, Jalen Tolbert. Nothing crazy. So George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott back in the mix. My question is this, fellas. I got this question by somebody the other day. What is a realistic goal for the Cowboys being a top, is it possible for them to be a top 5 offense? Are you leaning more towards a top 10 offense?
Top 5 for sure.
I would say top 5 is a safe bet for them. They have a lot of talent on that side of the ball. That's for sure. And I think maybe they won't have to deal with so much pressure on offense, to make it or break it. Because last year, the defense was just trash, I would say, for the majority part of the year. So it was make it or break it on the offense. So maybe playing with a little bit less pressure. Maybe they don't break into the top 5, but I think they're just going to be an overall more effective unit.
Yeah.
I just love. Yeah, I was going to say, man, there's just a few things. You got Pickens. That's still there. We got the running back still there. So that's the second year of both these guys. No drama in the offseason. I don't count the Saints fight. That, to me, that's the opposite of drama. That's something you like, seeing the dog in them. There's no drama. Jerry Jones saying all the right things. Offense is going to have another year under the head coach. Like I said, Pickens and the running back. And then on the defensive side, you didn't mention key winners: Rashawn Gary, Caleb Downs, Von Miller, TJ Locke, Toby Durant. All these additions on top of the DC. It's I think we're prime, and this over and under, we're over. I got us going 14 wins. 14
okay, look, I want to say this. I want to say this real quick. I got a coworker that's a Cowboy fan too. Why are y'all so excited about 50-year-old Von Miller? When is this? When are you supposed to get hyped for Von Miller these days?
Because
you guys do know that it's 2025.
So he gets to come in. He's veteran leadership. Veteran leadership, and then he gets to come in and just be a role player. We got so many young cats that are in the building, and he gets to come in and be a veteran, just role player. Like, bro, that's huge for the team.
I don't really see it as that big of an upgrade, man. Look, I think the defense, obviously, the biggest addition is Caleb Downs. You know, the guy that you guys drafted. You guys stole him in the draft. He's arguably the best player in this draft. A lot of people would say. A lot of people had their eye on him. It's just the positional thing. It's because he was a safety. So, looking at some of the training camp clips, I don't know if you guys seen it. They've been playing him in the slot a lot. He's been doing some work in there. I'm excited, okay, because there's the only way to go is up for this defense. So, like, realistically, if you guys were 0 last year,
Facts.
what's a realistic goal to go up this year? Like, is it a 1? Is it a 2? Is it like, no, like we should be at least, like, what is it?
I honestly think if we're not a top 15 defense, it's a letdown with all the additions.
That's wild.
And
that's not gonna happen.
I mean, hold on. I think that's like a low standard though. Like a top 15. Like, what do you mean? Like, do you think like 15? Like, what do you mean when you say top 15?
Yeah, top 15, at least 15th. At least 15th. Bare
okay,
minimum.
But like, okay, instead of I hate the top stuff. I hate the top stuff. So if you were gonna give yourself a range of defenses, like 18 to 12 is your range, or where would you say?
No,
like middle of the pack.
10 to 16, like 16 minimum,
okay, that's what I'm asking.
And it's possible if everything clicks and everything goes perfect, maybe we could be the 10th.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you guys have a lot of unanswered questions. Like, you're going to bank on Malachi Lawrence. You're going to bank on Rashawn Gary, who's kind of at the twilight of his career. Your linebackers, DeMarvion Overshown, who's awesome when he's healthy. Banking on him to be healthy is a risky proposition.
Well, health is a huge thing because if anybody gets hurt,
I agree.
it's going to derail.
No, I agree. But there's a difference between a guy who, like, you can't really predict Fred Warner to get hurt like last year because he's never really been hurt. But this guy is like constantly on the IR. Like, that's a risky proposition. And two, Dak, again, we've talked about this off script. You look at the Eagles defense, the way it was built kind of like, I know everyone thinks like, oh, it's the Eagles. They have all these guys in the trenches, which is true, but the corners, I feel like, have really given them the freedom to do stuff lately. It's not like the 2018 team where it was just like trenches and then Ronald Darby and just like holding on for dear life with Jalen Mills. It's 2 all-pros in the back end. That's what you guys don't have. Caleb Downs could be that. But as a rookie, I find it a hard time to believe he's just going to pop in and explode to an all-pro type of level. He can be really good. And I will say this, one thing that's different. You guys have him doing the Cooper DeJean role. Cooper DeJean came into a defense with a lot of studs on it and was asked to do a very specific thing. You're asking Caleb Downs to be the guy. That's different.
And my biggest thing is our DC. Like, I led with, never in Jerry Jones history have we ever let a head coach actually pick the DC. So this guy has a good track record in Denver. This guy has a good track record in Philly. He's got to learn from 2 good DCs. You see the coverage that they've had. Now, yes, Philly has a great 7. You know, they have a great line. But I just feel like we got all the additions we need. We got all the groceries for him to be able to cook and for him to be able to implement, you know, what he's done. So I'm very, very, very high on Parker. I'm so high on Parker, I fear within 2 to 3 years he's not even going to be in Dallas.
But you're high on him. But what about the players on the field?
But that's what I'm saying. I think
like, you don't have
a great
but you don't
player.
have
I think Jalen Thompson,
elite
Caleb
talent.
Downs.
You have good, but where's the elite is what I'm asking.
I think
which
some
guy
of the
do you
elite
think
will show up when you have a good scheme, and they're playing as a team. You're going to have little dudes that are going to pop off that then they're going to look more elite, because as of right now, no one's going to look elite going off of last year.
I mean, I would hope so, but like, what are the 3 candidates? You know, what is it? Quinnen Williams, it's Caleb Downs. Who would be that third guy who can potentially get it? You know, like Malachi Lawrence, maybe?
You got Revel, the corner. He could blow up because he's been injured, so he could blow up with the scheme. You got the other safety, Jalen Thompson. He could, you know, blow up in it. There's a linebacker, Jashawn Barham, that's 6'3". He's been looking good. Like, maybe he just fits in the scheme and he blows up. Like, I just feel like I don't know for sure who it will be, but I truly
That's a lot of
believe.
things to hit, though.
No, again,
That's
but
a
like
lot to hit.
here's my point. The reason I brought this up, and again, I'm more realistic than Dak because Dak lives in La La Land because he's a Cowboy fan.
Okay, I never,
You guys-
ever bite the cheese with the Cowboys. Fuck that. I said the Cowboys were going to suck last year, and they fucking sucked. Okay, I never bite the cheese. This is the
Little
biggest,
rat.
most hype
Okay.
I've ever been on Dallas.
When you guys sided with the Packers last year, that was your Super Bowl, and you were the most happy man on the planet Earth. No, what I was saying was like all jokes aside, Dak isn't actually like that. I will give him that. He's being a little like that right now, but what I'm saying is, you guys have a lot of good ingredients, but I don't think you can make an amazing meal just from like good ingredients. You need like a really good piece of steak. Like you don't have that, and I think that's the one thing. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be worried about going into the season. And I think Dak thinks I have a point. Dak would probably agree, like, yeah, you do have a point. And obviously, guys could improve in this system, right? Like, guys could improve. But for me, like, a guy like Quinnen Williams, who is, like, he just re-signed to a big extension, like, that guy, it doesn't matter for a D-tackle, really, like, for him to, like, be dominant. I just don't think he is anymore. I think he's kind of lost a gear. And that's what scares me about this team. The offense, I want to say one thing about Brian Schottenheimer. Me and Juan thought it was going to be a disaster. I have to give him props. I think he's actually a capable offensive coach, and like he did really well last year, I would say. Maybe because I was low expectations, but I think this offense will be good. I don't know if George Pickens will repeat what he just did. I really don't. He's such a mercurial player. Like I think that's a fair point.
We got Bleed Blue said, isn't Lane Johnson 36? We also got Aftertime asking how's Texas. Texas is great. Bleed Blue said 0 missed tackles last week. The defense was on point. And then he also said, remember last Philly Super Bowl, Josh Sweat led the team with just 8 sacks. Pass rush comes from different players. As a Cowboys fan, I know what CP scheme is, but I still I'm just high on it. I truly believe we can get 14 wins. I am optimistic.
That's
crazy.
That's real.
That is crazy.
Dude, 14 wins is a lot of wins. 14 wins is a lot of
wins. All right, let's do it right now. Let's bet. What you willing to put on the line for that? What you willing to put on the line?
Hey,
all right,
we ain't gonna go there.
Let's bet a 2K build.
Put it on Joey's life.
Let's bet a 2K. Let's bet a 2K build.
Shave your head, Dak, if they're not going to win 14 games.
Now again, yeah.
Shave your head, Dak.
Again, when I'm so high, that's everyone staying healthy. If we lose Caleb Downs, we lose Dak, we lose our running back, we lose Pickens or CeeDee Lamb. We're 4 or 5
all
games.
bets are off.
We lose, of course. I just truly, I'm higher on Rashawn Gary. I don't know, man. Like, be winners. He played good when Fred Warner was out. There's just a lot of ingredients that I feel like that are gonna be
He's
mixed
a bum.
in. That are gonna be mixed in here. That I just truly think they're gonna succeed.
D. Winters he's a gifted athlete, but in terms of being like a football player, I don't think he's that special.
Yeah, but people would have said that about Zach Bond when the Eagles signed him. He's a gifted athlete, and look what happened. Those guys exist.
So look, hold on.
But
we got Dak's answer. We got Dak's answer with over.
Completely different position.
Joey, over or under for the Dallas Cowboys? The over under is 9.5. Are you going over or are you going under?
I'm leaning under. We're like, it's going to be really difficult for this team to win games if the defense is giving up 25, 30 points a game. Like, I don't know how they'll be able to sustain it game after game after game. I think realistically what we're looking at is a defense that could be maybe top 20 in that ballpark. I think you have the centerpiece in Quinnen Williams, but he's not that. I mean, he's good. He's pretty good, but he's not amazing. He's not going to be enough. And I think you have the young guys, and then you have these old washed up veterans. There's not really like guys in the middle that are real difference makers other than Quinn on that defense. I mean, I think Deron Bland has had good years, but other than that, there's not really that guy on that defense. So,
and I
mean, that's how I feel about their defense. Go ahead, Max.
Well, I wanted I wanted to add this because I didn't say this in my rant with everything. Another reason why I'm high on the defense, I know our offense is going to put up points. But I feel like that's going to make it a little bit easier on the defense in scheming wise. Like we're not going to have to worry about when we're up 10 points, 13 points. That's going to be easier on our defense just to get after the quarterback.
That is true. I will say there's like also a world we haven't talked about this where Christian Parker is like in over his head as a first time DC, which I don't think he's going to be. And we could also see a regression from the offense, and that's totally possible.
And then
I think
they only end up with 8 wins. You're right.
yeah, it's a big difference than 14. I'm going to go over. I think 10, 11 wins is doable. I think this division's a little sneakier than people think, and it's going to be tough to get 14 wins. I think you're absolutely out of your mind for that one, but I'm going over.
I'm gonna go under, not by much. I think they get right at 9 wins. If they crack 10, they crack 10. Maybe one of those games go their way. My question mark is still on the defense. The defense is a lot more behind than the offense. And to me, there's just too many things that have to bank to go right. And the one thing that I am confident in banking on is Caleb Downs at some point. But like let's take a look at it. Like a guy like Kyle Hamilton that I was thinking of his rookie year, like looking back at it. You guys need to go watch like the first 5 games of Kyle Hamilton. He struggled. He did not do all that good. He did not look like the all-pro Kyle Hamilton that we know now. And so I expect Caleb Downs to have a struggle week or two, and that's going to take some time. And so when it comes down to this year, like I can't trust this team. I can't trust them. Do I think Brian Schottenheimer's a lot better than I expected? Yeah, 100%. Do I think the offense is good? Yes. I love CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Javonte Williams, Dak Prescott. But the defense still scares me. Prove me wrong. With all those young players, it's hard. Like it's all optimism right now. It's all like, oh yeah, this guy's a projection. Like that's great and all, but we need proven products as well. And to me, the only proven product really on the Dallas Cowboys is really like what? Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark? Like that's about it.
You're talking about defensively?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that. Like I would say proven to be like above average.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like elite.
So,
I would say elite for
right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go under. I'm going under, not by much. If they get 10 wins, so be it. I think that's why it's a big reason why it's at 9.5. Vegas is making it hard to bet, man. It's a hard bet. Because they could get right at 9 wins. That's what's probably going to wind up happening with a stupid tie again. All right. Anything else on the Dallas Cowboys?
No, I'm good on that.
No, I'm having to ban people in chat that are like spamming links and stuff.
I blocked them already. I got it.
Well,
It's like bots.
Yeah, they're on mine too. I got to go in and do it.
Gotcha. All right. Let's head to
we gotta
Philadelphia.
Go to Come on, I'm about to say. Don't disrespect my team like that.
Let's go Philadelphia. All right. Fly, Eagles, fly. For Max. Max, take the honors, my brother.
Guys, if you're an Eagles fan or you're following football, the Eagles are returning Nick Sirianni, Vic Fangio, our defensive mastermind. And for about the 5th time in 5 years, a brand new offensive coordinator this time. It is Sean Mannion. He was a backup quarterback in the NFL. The Eagles are coming off a year. They went 11-6. They lost in the wild card to the San Francisco 49ers, to my chagrin. We didn't bring in a ton of people. We got Datavian Wicks, Mekhi Lemon, Hollywood Brown, Tariq Woolen. And now we had some key losses. We lost Nakobe Dean, Jalen Phillips, Reed Blankenship, and some other key guys. Look, I kind of want to, I'm kind of reserved. I want to wait to hear what you guys think about my team. What do you guys think about the Eagles? Like, is this the right? Oh, of course, we lost A.J. Brown. We traded him, but I look at that more as an addition than a subtraction at this point, because when you have a malcontent in the locker room, like, it can just linger. And I feel like that hung over this team for a while. So I'm curious to know what you guys think of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Joey, thoughts on the Eagles?
Honestly, I think this team has obviously it has the highest floor and the highest ceiling in the whole division. I think they've made a lot of lateral moves. The loss of A.J. Brown, I think, is going to be a lot more than what people think. I think he's, for him to be your number one, offensive weapon, other than Saquon, and then to lose him entirely, I think it's going to be an adjustment. So, we'll see if Devontae could, step up. I think he can. As far as Jalen Hurts goes, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's in a position to uh, do what he does every year, but I think last year he definitely wasn't as good as he has been in the past. So we'll see with what he ends up doing. I think Saquon personally is going to have a down year. I think they're going to focus more on getting the ball elsewhere. So that's how I feel about that.
Well,
Their
RIP to
defense,
all the fantasy owners then. Don't tell them that, bro. Oh my
right?
goodness.
And then their defense, I think they've made. I think Jonathan Grenard is a fantastic player. I know the loss to Jalen Phillips is a big one, but they've they've I think their defense is as good or better this year.
Well,
So
but you just said they're lateral. So which one is it?
yeah, well, as good or better.
I
So
mean, that's what I don't understand is like, how can you go? You're saying they're making a lateral like move and they're a top 5 defense. Like, it's really hard to go up from there.
yeah,
It's like you win 15 games. It's like, oh, there's laterally moves. It's like, well, you won't know because we got a new OC, and I think that's going to be the make it or break it thing for this team.
It
I
is.
think we
It
all
is.
agree that
yeah,
like it's hard when you're not a superstar quarterback to go through 5 coordinators and 5 systems in 5 years, and it's a lot of turnover. Like, I don't think AJ Brown is as big a loss as people are thinking because our system's completely different. Now, would he be awesome to have? Is he still a hell of a football player? Yes, he is. But I think this season banks on our OC because we need to find somebody who can stick around for more than 1 year.
I just don't know like if this system is going to fit Jalen Hurts because we all know there's a certain system that you need to do with this guy. And so I'm excited to see it. It looks good on paper. It's like, hey, we got all these deep threats, right? Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown got some wheels on him. We both know how we feel about Makai Lemon, me and Max. We both love him as a prospect. But Jalen Hurts is limited as a passer. And there's a certain offense that you need to run with Jalen Hurts to have success. And so I'm sorry. I completely disagree with the whole Saquon Barkley thing. This team goes as far as Saquon Barkley goes. I don't care what anyone says. They got to get back to running the football. That's what won this team a Super Bowl. It's running the football with that offensive line. And so if Saquon winds up taking a step back and they get more pass happy, to me, you're not even playing to Jalen Hurts' strengths at that point.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's like your, but also I would just say 2-1 teams are going to be like, yeah, please throw the
Right?
ball.
Yes,
Please.
100%.
I hate Dak. If we're playing in week 13 and we're going to air it out, you're like, please beat us with the passing, right? As a Cowboys fan?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with you said. Continue on. I'm sorry.
And then as far as the defense goes, I mean, they're locked and loaded. I have complete trust in them. Like, they have Vic Fangio coming back. I think they have a top 3, arguably, you can argue that he's the best corner in the league to some people's eyes with Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell is locked and ready to go. He's really good. Their defensive line is still ferocious with Jalen Carter. They have pieces everywhere. Their defense is going to be just fine. I don't care that they lost Reed Blankenship. I don't care that they lost Nakobe Dean. Those guys were pieces to the puzzle, but they weren't the main ingredients. The main ingredients to me is Jalen Carter and Quinyon Mitchell. They have those 2 components there.
You could arguably say Jalen Carter had a down year last year. Dealt with some injury, kind of had some other stuff happen. Imagine we get like a defensive
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's arguable.
Thank you, Dak.
He had by his standards, I think he had a bad year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he comes back and he's like hungry and ferocious and he's, ready to prove himself with all this money, turns in a defensive player of the year campaign, which he's more than capable of, this defense is going to level up even from last year. Now, one thing you said, Juan, that I want to talk about is like, we don't know. You're like, this system, it looks good on paper. Well, one thing we could all say is like, we don't really have a basis for the system.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know what Sean Mannion's cooking up. Like, and I'm sorry, like NFL teams aren't going to like unveil everything in the preseason, right? Like, we're going to keep the concepts basic. So we don't know. Like, we're going to have to wait, I'd say 4 weeks to find out, hey, is this guy in over his head? Like, I would say I thought through 4 weeks, I was like, yeah, this is okay. Kevin Patullo's okay. And then it was like, oh no, now everyone got hip to what he's doing.
Yeah.
and we're like, oh no, this guy's a moron. Unfortunately, he's a dum dum.
Right.
So that's what's going to define this team is just how efficient the offense can be, and if it's like refreshing. Like, Juan, do you want? I don't know how many more times I can see inside zone from the Eagles offense next year without like doing something to myself. I just don't know.
But
how many more times
it's Saquon Barkley though, man. Saquon needs to have a big year. If Saquon doesn't have a big year, the Eagles ain't gonna be shit. Because I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts is not gonna out here throw for 50 touchdowns and be crazy throwing yardage and stuff. That's not him. It's
You
not
need
him.
timely passing from him.
Yeah, yeah. Dak, thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles?
Philly, they're the worst.
Yes.
Say it.
It's always fuck Philly. I have to give them their roses, man. They've been a great team for several years. So it wouldn't surprise me if they won the Super Bowl. But to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if they missed the playoffs. I'm not a believer in Jalen Hurts. I'm not a believer of their head coach. Who knows what the defense is going to look like with the few pieces you missed? I understand. I agree with y'all that they're not huge pieces. I also agree with you, Juan, in regards to if they have a great running game, that's going to fix all the things that I feel about their quarterback and their head coach. Because they have a great running game, they're going to have a pretty good, if not great, defense. So it's just one of those things where I'm torn. I hate Philly. I want them to suck. I'm hoping they suck. So if I was betting, I would bet the under just because my gut feeling. I don't think they're gonna get 11 wins or 11 and some change, whatever it is. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they were the number 2, number 3 seed, going into the playoffs.
So I don't think that's going to be a question. Honestly, I think this team is locked and loaded. Like they're one of the most talented teams in football. I find it hard that this team's not going to win at least 10 games at the very least. I think the main question is are they going to get through that hump? Like if they lose their first playoff game,
it's 11
it's a fail. It's a failure.
Oh, that was last season. I'm sorry. It's 10.5. I'm sorry. 10.5 is this year over and under.
Yeah. 10.5. So
I have a question for you guys really quick. What's more likely? Nick Sirianni winning, like the Eagles winning a Super Bowl, or them firing Nick Sirianni? Like if you were going to put odds.
Firing. I think as much as I love Jalen Hurts, it's for the crossroads for him too. Because if it gets ugly, his name's going to be tied in with it. And whether that's trade, whether that's cutting him, I don't exactly know how his contract is. So excuse me if I sound blasphemous like saying that. But all I know,
no. One, we've seen Tua Tagovailoa was $80 million on the cap this year, or whatever.
There you go.
They will get rid of you if you're bad. They don't care about the dead money. They don't care.
Crazy. That's crazy. 2 years removed.
I'm not jealous. I just hate
Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Juan. Keep going. I'm just saying they'll cut him. They don't care. Teams don't care.
This is the crossroads because this team has the talent. There's no excuse. It's not like, we have a bunch of young players. We're waiting for them to develop. Like, no, they have the recipe right now. Saquon's not getting any younger. Devontae Smith is ready to break out now. He's not a rookie. Quinyon Mitchell, he's breaking out now. Jalen Carter, he's breaking out now. These are elite players. They have an elite coaching staff. It's like they need to win now. And to me, a first-round exit is an absolute failure. It's NFC Championship or bust.
I agree.
Go ahead, Dak. Max. I said I agree with the one point you made. I don't think A.J. Brown is as big of a loss as people want to put out there because, one, I believe he's cancer. So I believe he's toxic. And then, two, I like the rookie they drafted. So it's kind of like when Joey said moving laterally, I kind of agreed a little bit with that point of regards of like, the stuff you lose with him, but then you also lose the negative. And then at the end of the day, did he show up in the biggest game of the year? He let the team down when it mattered most last season. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a refresher. As much as I hate Jalen, I think that will do well for Jalen to not have that weight of that.
Of somebody just like staring at you every time they don't get the ball.
Right.
Like you in 2K.
Yeah. Horner.
Okay, so Dak, just to confirm, you're going under or you're going over?
10.5. Yeah. Fuck Philly. I'm going under.
I'm going over. It's an easy over for me. Max, you're going over?
Over. Yeah, I'll go over. Yeah.
Joey, over or under?
Over. Okay. But I also want to say this. I think an underrated storyline though is if their offensive line can stay healthy because that offense is
tied hand to hand
with
what
Juan
said with the running game.
Yeah, but what he was mostly talking about was Saquon and Jalen Hurts and that offensive coordinator. I really think their offense is predicated on their O-line, and that's how far.
I mean, I
And
think
they're gonna
Homeboy
rely.
was saying it in the chat. I'm forgetting his name, but he was talking about Lane Johnson. I mean, I'm
Lane
pretty
Johnson
sure
being
Max.
old. Didn't he
Lane,
say it's his last year?
I mean, yeah, but like Lane
Yeah,
Johnson, we
but he
all
was in
know.
and out. He was in and
Yeah,
out of games.
but
Like,
we
he
all
would
know
literally sit out
Max.
the series. Go ahead.
The
Yeah.
record without Lane, it's bad.
Yeah, correct. And I would say this too. I
I
would
mean,
actually
Landon
give
Landon
Joey's.
Dickerson was injured too,
Yeah,
right?
Joe. Yeah, I would say Landon Dickerson was just playing hurt. So was Cam Jurgens. Tyler Steen need to step up.
But Joey,
Yeah, no, that's an underrated storyline. But I think I think last year was still more scheme. It was like
Yeah,
we're just doing dumb crap over and over again.
it was
Well, you guys had the
Joe's over the
personnel for it.
no.
No, we
This
don't. No team in 2026 can run the same play over and over and over. That is
Joey,
why the
isn't
Seattle
it-
Seahawks defense sucks now because they're like, we have too many ways to beat it. We can't just stay in it all day. That is not how it works anymore. Unless you have 100 all pros out there, you can't get away with it.
and that's what Philly was doing. Me and Max said it
Philly
every
does.
yeah,
No,
they did.
We didn't
and
do
that's-
it with Kellen Moore though. Kellen Moore was actually creative.
Yeah,
His
Facts.
offense was better than what Jalen Hurts let it be. That's why freaking Kellen Moore last year, the Saints were playing really good at the end of the year. The offense was on point.
it was just horrible play calling. It was horrible play calling.
We
Man.
fired the guy. Clearly, he wasn't doing a good enough job.
It was. I'm gonna beat you, and you're not gonna be able to stop me. Like
And I
AJ
agree,
Brown's gonna
Joey.
beat you
That has
1-on-1.
always been in the Eagles' DNA, even since the first Super Bowl. But what I'm saying is we need to get away from that. You can't always bank on, hey, the Jimmies and Joes. Sometimes you need the X's and the O's.
Yes.
You need that stuff. And
That's
really
what
quick,
Dallas
my
has right
last
now.
question.
You know what I'm saying?
I have one question because this ties into Dallas. Dallas's season, we're going to say, is predicated on their defense under a first-time defensive coordinator. And the Eagles' offense is under a first-time coordinator, too.
Agreed.
Who do we feel better about going into this year? Dak obviously is going to pick Dallas because he loves Christian Parker. That's not being biased. That's just how he feels. What do you three think?
I like Sean Mannion just because of the talent that he's working with.
Maybe I have PTSD. I'm going with Christian Parker. Maybe
Yeah,
I should
get you, Joey.
OC.
I can't believe we're even talking about this like this. I'm shocked. I would say the Eagles.
We're talking about the OC and DC, not the team in general.
Yeah.
You're talking about Sean Mannion, first time OC. You have more
Yeah.
confidence in him than Christian Parker.
I do. Yeah.
What kind of coach was
Okay,
he before this OC?
Quarterbacks coach in Green Bay.
Not too bad.
So look, let's go ahead and move on. All right,
And
we spent plenty.
He performed well there. Let's give him his flowers. With what he's done with Jordan Love and Malik Willis.
Yeah. But how much did he really have a hand in that? We don't know. Obviously, the Eagles love that, and they think he had a big hand in that. But it's yet to be seen. So let's go ahead and move on. We got two more teams in this division that people care about as well, not just the Eagles and the Cowboys, fellas. All right. Let's talk about the New York Giants because I'm really interested in them. John Harbaugh, new head coach. Everyone's hyped about him. Matt Nagy, OC. Denard Wilson, defensive coordinator. Last year they went 4-13. They missed the playoffs. Their over/under this year jumped up to 7.5. All right, so that's kind of an interesting number to me with the John Harbaugh hype. Everyone's looking forward to Jackson Dart's second year. Some of the key additions: Isaiah Likely, Tremaine Edmonds, Greg Newsome, Arvell Reese, a guy that they drafted very high in the top 5, Francis Mayunoga, offensive tackle from Miami. Some of the key losses: Cordell Flott, one of the corners, and Wan'Dale Robinson, who ended up moving to the Tennessee Titans. Look, I'm going to start it off, man, with the Giants. When I seen them first hire John Harbaugh, I was like, okay, like this is an obvious upgrade. Like they're going to be a playoff team. Then I start really thinking about it, man. Like I think a lot of people need to be I think some people need to be very careful about Jackson Dart. I feel like a lot of people are expecting him to do some big things. He looked great last year. He really did. He looked great. But I'm going to use a term that I learned from Max years ago. Kind of like a looter in a fire type of vibe. Kind of like Devin Booker vibes where the Giants were really bad. And the way that Jackson Dart was playing, He was playing that backyard football, man. Like that's like kind of like the game he was playing with the Giants. And like they will be getting their ass kicked, but like you're like, man, like Jackson Dart's making plays, like he's running all over the place. Wanted up getting him in the blue tent, but that's besides the point. He looked really good. And my question is this: do you see Jackson Dart fitting in a very well organized team aspect and really leading this team to the playoffs? How confident do you feel, Max? I want you to go first.
I'm not overly confident. I do think this team is the biggest wild card in this division. I think we would all agree with that, right? We'd all say,
yeah,
this is the
100%.
team we're kind of like, oh, they could be good, they could be bad. Like
Yeah.
there is no middle ground for them. Maybe they will be like 8 and 9. I'm not sure. I'm not super confident in Jackson Dart. It's not that I don't think he's talented enough. He obviously is. The quarterback position is more than just about talent. Go look why Anthony Richardson, it breaks my heart every time I say his name, is not the best like starter in Indy. It's a question of can he stay healthy? I think there's a lot of boom and bust with this team. Obviously, I think Harbaugh's gonna there's gonna be some growing pains, right? Where maybe they start off like 2-5 and then they like come together as a team. But there's also like talent on this team. Like there's a lot of talent. Malik Neighbors, I know he's dealing with some knee stuff. Yeah, Cam Scatterbo, as much as I hate him, is a talented running back. The defensive line can kick butt. I think that's
Abdul Carter, Arvell Reese, Brian Burns. They got arguably the best defensive line going again into this year.
I know, and what's crazy is like they traded Dexter Lawrence, who like you would have been like, that looks like a guy for Harbaugh. Harbaugh loves big people, right? And then they traded him, and arguably, I think they like traded him at the right time, the 10th pick in the draft. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm going to go with this. If I was going to do 1 out of 10 on the confidence, I'd probably go about a 4 in Jackson Dart being the guy who could take this team to the playoffs in his second year. I think he needs 1 more year kind of under his belt before they're ready to take that leap and contend with the Cowboys and Eagles. But I think they're going to be a tough out, and I wouldn't want to play them. I would not want to play them. Like week 14 and your playoffs are on the line because this team will play you tough.
Joey, how do you feel about the new Harbaugh edition? How much does he improve this team?
Honestly, I don't think he helps them on offense or defense in a significant way, one way or another.
But that's never been his calling card, though. Like he's never been an offensive defensive guy.
But I get what you're saying. Like, what does he bring to the table as far as like
right?
I think his number one thing that he brings to the table is the hoorah aspect of him, like a well-oiled,
he's
a
like player's
tradition.
Coach.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, he's gonna bring like
he's gonna go in there. He's the guy. He's the guy that goes in there and gets rid of Taco Tuesday because the last head coach had it.
Yeah, but wouldn't you guys think Mike Vrabel? Like I know he's done some stints. I know like Mike Vrabel's done some stints on defense, but I wouldn't be like, what does Mike Vrabel bring? He's not like an OC or DC. Like he just brings an attitude. He brings a toughness. He brings an accountability thing. And I think people overlook those things. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that, but yeah. Continue your point, Joey.
Oh man. All right. So there's so much going on with this defense. Like they have Abdul Carter, who I love. They have Arvell Reese, I love. They have Brian Burns, I love. But you can't play all three at the same time. I don't think you can.
Why can't you? You can.
They are small. They are small. I don't think. I have this feeling, and I said this when they drafted him. If they drafted Arvell Reese as an off-ball linebacker, the Giants made a huge mistake.
I think they are.
I'm just gonna say that.
I think,
and that's a huge mistake.
I've watched some interviews, and they were like, "Who's gonna have the most sacks?" And they were all like, "Oh, he's gonna be in coverage too much to get like sacks and stuff."
Exactly.
And like,
they're gonna play him off ball. Oh my gosh!
Wait, I forgot about Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like I said,
I mean, they had,
and they moved him to the edge.
They had a great defensive line last year on paper. Like there's no difference here. They had a great line last year. So Brian Burns wound up coming out of that pack with, the most talented guy and most showing as far as production wise. But Arvell Reese is going to be an off-ball linebacker. And to me, like, that's already a bad start. To me, like, you don't draft a guy in Arvell Reese to be an off-ball linebacker.
He's pretty good, though. He's pretty good at offense. But that's what Michael was, like, the first 7 weeks.
Okay, Okay,
Yeah,
but
that's what you said. That's what you just said, right, Dak?
but what did
Uh-huh.
Micah do? What did Micah do? He
He
played at edge.
tricked people into thinking like he was a stand-up guy, but he
No,
was like
but
a
this is
shady
the thing.
character.
No. But this is
Facts.
the thing. Micah Parsons played edge and basically forced the hand of the Dallas Cowboys of like, yeah, this is a no-brainer. We have to play him at edge.
Yeah, but if he does
Yeah.
that, like you're like, oh, no problem. Kayvon Thibodeau will just trade him for like nothing, like a second round pick, which is fine. Like that's a good problem to have. But obviously,
No.
Dak's
That's a
not gonna
great
lead.
problem, but I think
Yeah,
it's
but that's not
already
gonna
a
lead into
bad
the
start.
playoffs.
I think
Yeah.
I think there's a reason why they're not playing him at edge. That is my thing. This is my evaluation of him. I think there's a reason why. If he was a great edge and he was a great, this fantastic player that could just get a bunch of sacks, he would be playing edge. That's
Oh
my
no, I
point.
disagree. I
also
think
disagree.
that argument is right to a certain degree, but you got to think like Joe Shane's like, yo, that's my 4th overall pick, Kayvon Thibodeau right there. He got to play. Brian Burns got $100 million. He's got to play.
I understand Brian
this
Burns,
guy-
but to me, if Kayvon
But
Thibodeau
what
is
about
holding
Abdul
you back,
Carter? But Abdul Carter might be holding him back. That's the 3rd pick in the draft. Like this is a stupid way to construct a team because they have like
Yes.
4 really good defensive edges.
100%.
and they're all
But like,
and they're all light in the
And
ass
then,
to a
like,
certain
there's
point.
this
100%.
There's this thing
Yeah.
going around in the NFL, like, oh, you can't have enough pass rush. You can't have too much pass rush. Well, in this situation, you can, especially since the rest of your team is not really all that great. Especially like that defense is not really all that great. You have like a few contributing players like Paulson, Adebo. You have who else do you have? Nubin. Who else?
I mean, look, they got solid guys. Their
You know the
defense.
divisions. Don't help him on. He knows. Let him talk.
I know.
Talk.
Shut your ass up reading the roster off the internet and shit, man. Shut your ass up.
bro. I
Anyway,
know this shit.
look.
I really do.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, whatever they do with that defense, it's a problem that you want to have, right? Because you're gonna have multiple guys. If a guy busts, it's like,
not
okay,
a
let's
problem
try
you
out.
don't have.
It is though. It is though because they have multiple
It
guys.
absolutely is a problem to have. You don't want to have 4 like. Let's have 4 first. It's like picking an edge every year first. It's like it's not a bad problem. You pass rushers. They can't all be on the field together. They can't.
Imagine playing franchise mode in Madden and picking edge rushers every time.
But look at these 2 variables, though.
You
like,
can't just
from
switch your
everything y'all are
position.
saying. But everything y'all are saying, one, if they have a lot of edge rushers, then if they use them and substitute correctly, that means you're going to have fresh dogs in every single time that you want it.
But the rest of their
You're
defense is
mentioning
not that great.
You're mentioning Reese is versatile, so that means just like when Micah, his first year, he was moved around. There's times he's blitzing, right up the gut. There's times he's blitzing on the edge. There were times Micah was dropping out in the flat, guarding somebody 15, 20 yards. And I just feel like it is a good problem to have. They have flexibility with creativity, and maybe Reese can move everywhere and drop into coverage and blitz.
I think what our problem is, or I guess my problem is, I like what you said makes sense, but it doesn't make sense when you think about the draft capital you've spent.
Yes.
I agree with that. They're all high, top 5, top 7 picks.
It's like okay, so we have Arvell Reese, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Like these guys got to play 75% of the snaps minimum for me. Like, and it's like, well, they all can't play that. Like, and 50-50, it's like, well, now we have 2 first-round picks sitting on the bench, and that's where I'm like, well, you've kind of done. And by the way, Kayvon Thibodeau could get traded. We don't know that. There was already speculation. You trade him, you're like, oh, this isn't even a problem anymore. So it is, and it's a little questionable too.
In y'all's opinion,
I would say Kayvon Thibodeau. It's hard to say Arvell Reese because he hasn't played it down, but I'd say Kayvon Thibodeau.
I'm gonna say this too. This is my last point, and then we'll pick the over-unders for this team. Is there a little bit of you guys that just feel like Harbaugh might just be like in over his head, like kind of like Ravens got rid of him at the right time and he winds up falling straight on his face?
Yeah, but like in over his head is like they still almost made the playoffs last year. Like it wasn't like they went 4-12
with a very talented team though. The Ravens are a whole different story.
I would say this though, Andy Reid, when like his last year in Philly, I think they were 4-12.
Yeah,
like people probably thought the exact same thing about Andy Reid. And I think his track record is too big to like fail, if that makes sense. Like you can't be that good of a coach for as long as you have been. and then just be like in over your head. Like,
I know this is a different situation because number one, age wise, number two, his last couple of years were not all that good. But the obvious parallel for me is thinking about like a guy like Pete Carroll, who was, Super Bowl winning head coach. He goes to a new team. Everyone's like, everyone's like, oh my God, they got Pete. They're gonna bring culture. They're gonna bring accountability. That new energy in there. The pregame speeches, and then he's just in over his head. It's like, yeah, bro, like you're not there. It's not there no more.
It's a little bit but that was the
Raiders.
I know it's different. I know it's different. Yeah, shut the hell up. Shut up. I know it's the Raiders. I'm just giving the example, and I bet that there's more examples out there. I just can't think of them. Shut the hell up, you freaking Niner boy. All right.
Marcus Russell never threw a pick six.
That's facts. That's facts. All I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna bring up this clip again if the Giants wind up failing and John Harbaugh looks to be over his head and he's kind of washed.
Yeah,
I'll be laughing.
But I feel like that's a bet though. Like 98% of NFL fans would be like, "Yeah, we'll take John Harbaugh." Like you would have hired him. Like you wanted him.
I did.
So,
I did.
Yeah.
But different situation.
What are we thinking? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dak. I want to hear what
I was going to say this one. I wanted to respond to what you led with in regards to Jackson Dart. I have fallen in love with Jackson Dart in the offseason and all the social media stuff. I think I like him. Like all the clips, all the different things. I want Jackson Dart to be good. As a Cowboy fan, I want him to be good. I want him to have a good career. I'm not a believer in him. I don't think, this is kind of a contradicting take, I don't think Harbaugh's over his head because I think he is a good coach. But for my over-under, I think they're going to be right at 7 wins. I don't think they're going to come in and just be crazy and be good and all this. I think they're going to have moments of like competing really well with a good team, but they're going to fall short.
I'm going under.
Me too. I'm going to go under.
Are we doing it a sweep, Joey? Under?
I'm going over. Fuck everyone.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Joey zig when everyone zags. What a question.
All right, last team in the division. Last team in the division, and then we'll get out of here. The Washington Commanders are next up. All right, Dan Quinn coming back. David Blau, offensive coordinator, former backup quarterback. I believe he was with the Detroit Lions at one point. Yeah. Durante Jones, new defensive coordinator. So bringing in new coordinators again for the second year consecutively. Over under this year is 7.5. Last year they went 5-12, missed the playoffs. Jayden Daniels had a bunch of injuries. It was a catastrophic season. It's looking like the RG3 situation in Washington. How concerned are you guys? Because the key losses like Bobby Wagner, Chris Rodriguez, nothing crazy. Some of the additions, I don't even feel like nothing's crazy besides the fact that they drafted linebacker out of Ohio State, Sonny Styles, who is already struggling in preseason, by the way. Looks like it looks like the same guy that I watched in Ohio State. I'm just going to say that. Looks and feels like a Hall of Famer, but the tape tells you a little bit different. I'm just going to say that. But we'll see how it happens in the regular season. How are you guys feeling about the Commanders? Max, you go ahead.
I feel like everyone would agree with this, that this is the team like it has expected the least from this division. I feel like the Giants have gotten a lot better. I feel like this team is just Joey talks about lateral moves. This team is just falling behind the 8 ball. Last year was a nightmare. Jayden Daniels hurts his hamstring, hurts his knee. His elbow goes the wrong way, comes back, goes the wrong way again in a meaningless game. It's just stupidity. I don't like the idea that you could go, what did they go? 5-12 last year.
Yeah.
And you bring in 2 new coordinators and keep Dan Quinn. I don't think that's – I think there's like – you kind of got to be like, well, you're the head coach. You pick the coordinators. It's kind of on you. The Eagles did a similar thing with Nick Sirianni when it was like, hey, we got to fire Brian Johnson. We got to fire Sean Desai, whatever, Matt Patricia, whatever. You got to do that. I just don't like where this team is headed. I don't think they've gotten better, like I said. And I think they're kind of living off the NFC Championship game in a sense. I know people are going to say, well, what do you mean they didn't even win that game? They got blown out. But it's like you have Jayden Daniels, like who's proven to be this quarterback for at least as a rookie. And this is the thing where people like some quarterbacks never prove that. Like I would honestly say, like I've never seen Jalen Hurts do what Jayden Daniels was doing. Like when he was like taking them through like upsetting teams, right? Like would you guys agree with that, or am I crazy for saying such a thing?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
dude.
think a lot of
Oh, yeah, no shit
quarterbacks
from
have.
you, Dag.
I think a lot of quarterbacks have never, sniffed the success and the amount of weight that Jayden Daniels held, like responsibility wise, for the Commanders that year.
Yeah,
As a
and
rookie.
how successful he was at
Yeah,
that was my point. So when you get a guy like that, it's like full steam ahead. Like you look at the team like the Texans, right? A similar situation. They draft CJ Stroud. They're really good as a rookie. Like he's really good rookie year. They're 10-7. They make the playoffs. How much better has that team been as a team since they got CJ Stroud? They've gotten way better. Like they were a Super Bowl caliber like team, and then like CJ Stroud let them down. Right? Like he regressed, but the team progressed. I think like he's regressing and now the team's regressing. And that's a dangerous combo in the NFL. And that's what I'm scared of for this team.
Do you
Joey.
think Jayden Daniels is? I'm sorry to cut you off. You think Jayden Daniels is regressing?
I think he
Yeah.
regressed last year, 100%.
Yeah.
And part of that can be from the team
Injury,
around him and
mostly.
injury. But I would say this, it's a dangerous combination to have a year like he just had and the team got worse, in my opinion.
I
in
Look,
terms of
it-
talent.
So, go ahead, Juan.
They're the Chicago Bears of this year, like last year. Put it that way. Like same situation. Over expectations, great quarterback play, crazy wins, crazy comebacks,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
can you do it again this year? And so that's what a lot of people are projecting the Chicago Bears to be this year, is what the Commanders were last year. And so because this
I would
team
love
doesn't
that.
have that much talent, they don't.
But
They're
they
not
also have
stacked.
no expectations. I think everyone's picking them to suck. Everyone.
Yeah, last year
This
they
team's
had
gonna suck.
expectations.
They were like, "Oh, this
So,
team's going to
Joey,
Super Bowl."
Joey, what's your over and under on this team, and tell us why?
Man, I would say I'm under. I think this team is probably like, I'm being generous, probably a 6-win team, 7-win team. I don't see the talent. I think the Tunsil injury is concerning. I don't see very good offensive line. I don't see a very good
They're not
defensive
talented.
line.
That's the thing. They're not talented.
Yeah.
They're
They
not
weren't
the
that
Eagles.
talented
They're
the year
not.
they went to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what like I was trying to explain to people too, like last year, where it was like, bro, like look at some of their players that they had. Like Bobby Wagner was like a big contributor on that team, who was like 36 years old.
He was
Like
an
that
all-pro.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
He was an all-pro.
that can't be like sustainable. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Dak,
I have so many
thoughts?
question marks all over this roster. I don't think it can
That's your
go.
boy from the Niners building it. Good job.
I know, man.
Adam
Dak,
Peters.
let's hear what Dak. Let's hear what Dak has to say. Dak, what do you think about the Commanders, bro?
Man, I mean, honestly, I think they're going to be under. I like Dan Quinn. Him being in Dallas. I loved Dan Quinn at Dallas. I liked Sonny Styles, before he was drafted. So if he ends up being a bust, if he ends up not showing up, that's great for me since he's a Commander now. But I did want him in Dallas. I was like hoping maybe we would trade everything away and get, Caleb and Sonny. But yeah, I really hope, because I like Jayden Daniels, I hope he has a great year. But he can have a great year and they still lose. Like he can put up stats and they still lose. So I kind of hope that's the season they have, because I'm not a believer in the team like all y'all are preaching. I think we all agree under for their 7.5 wins. But I really like Jayden Daniels, man. He's a SEC kid. I think he's going to bounce back. I think he's going to have a good year. I know he doesn't have a lot of weapons. I know the team's worse, but he sold me that first season, his rookie season. I'm a believer that he's still going to be at least a good quarterback.
I know it's been years ago, guys, and we're all old enough here to remember it in the moment. Like, does anything scary about the bad juju of like same thing with RG3?
RG3?
Like at all? Like this is
when
coming.
He got hurt in the game, I was like, how stupid can you be? Like seriously, me and Dak were watching it. We're like, yeah, don't take him out. It's 38-2 or whatever, 38-10 with like 6 minutes. Like, come on. I mean, I think it's scary for if you're a fan, but I don't think it's like every team is different. Every team's
I mean, he
different.
is
I don't
skinny,
look at
so that part I think adds to it. Like that increases the chances of you being hurt. I don't think it's
Gets into some
RG3 as
scary
much.
collisions.
Yeah, I don't
Some
think
scary
RG3
collisions.
because his was his knee, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
kind of fluky, like
And
how.
wasn't it?
But I think it wasn't just his knee. Like once his knee went, his psyche shattered
That's what I'm
as
saying.
well.
Like
I'm
when your knees, I mean, personally speaking, from messing up my knees and going backwards and shit. When you hurt your knees, man, I feel like it's hard to recover, man. It's hard.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing.
What up,
I
JJ?
think a big sign that a team is just not all that talented. And you can argue like a lot of teams are like this, but I think especially with the Commanders. Like if they lose Jayden Daniels, how many games do they win?
3.
1? I say they 1 or 2.
Yeah.
3 max, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, how
I'd
many
like to
they
see
win?
like Vegas do an over under without Jayden Daniels because that'd be. I'm gonna go under
comes.
personally.
I'm
with
going
that.
under as well. I think they're the worst team in this division.
Real
think so
quick,
too.
Voltage. I agree with you. I think he's going to have a much better season. JJ, what up, bro? Appreciate you being in the stream. Appreciate you liking the stream. Hope you're doing well. Guys,
Joey, over or under?
He said under.
Under.
Yeah, he said under. We
Okay.
all agreed on this one.
Okay, under for everybody. Anything else on the Washington Commanders, guys?
They should change their name back to the Redskins.
I'm with it.
I'm with it too. Shout out to
They
their
should
new
trade
stadium.
Luke McCaffrey to the Niners.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say about Adam Peterson, Joey?
Adam Peters.
That bum.
I don't think he's doing that great of a job building up like this team. I mean,
Yeah, but when you're a GM and you
for
pick
him to get
Daniels,
Jayden Daniels though
you
was
can
a
eat
big,
out on that for a while.
was
You
a
know what
big
I mean?
win.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he kind of fall though? Right?
To what? To 2? He didn't really fall.
Yeah.
They traded up for him though, right?
I don't think they traded up, but I don't think he. Who went first, him or Drake May?
Oh, Drake May. They got him at like 3, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
they got him. No, he went after Drake. Drake May went after. He
Wait.
was the second pick. In the
Okay.
No,
draft.
Caleb Williams went. Before.
I know
Yeah, we're not
Caleb
talking
win
about that.
one.
We know that.
I know Caleb win one. But I'm saying like for instance,
Yeah,
like
no,
the
it
Went
was
Patriots.
third.
it was
You get what I
Caleb,
mean?
In his
Jade,
closet.
and Drake.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you give him props for that. Because like to me, it's like with the Patriots, like, oh yeah, Drake May was our guy the whole time, but it's like if Jaden would have fell, like you guys would have got Jaden. You get what I'm
But
saying?
I mean, I feel like in that situation, there's no wrong answer, which is crazy to say. Like,
Yeah.
those quarterback
Shit, even
classes
Bo
is
at
10.
what 22
Yeah.
or 10, whatever.
No, 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Voltage.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because other than
Jaden's
Michael
1.2.
Penix.
Yeah,
Penix
Michael Penix. Okay. Anything else on the NFC East? Anything else on these teams? Because I got one more thing for you guys, and then we'll let you guys go. Are you guys done?
Yeah,
Are
let's
you
go.
guys
Let's see what you got.
okay? I want you guys each. I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. One player. It can be from any team that's gonna have a big year, whether it's on defense or on offense. Joey, since you know ball so much, why don't you go first?
Oh man, I got to go with the Niner.
No, stupid. I'm talking about the NFC East, bro.
Oh my
You
god.
just said any team.
From this
No,
division.
From this
East.
division, dog.
Okay. Let me get back to you. Let me think about it.
Oh, I thought you knew ball.
I know ball.
Yeah.
Max, go ahead. You're used to being on your feet quick, bro. Go ahead.
Okay.
I
Yo,
got one in the chamber. I got one loaded if you ain't ready, man.
All right, let that go. Let that go then. He loaded.
I want to pick Dax. Caleb Downs. No, go ahead, Dax.
Guys, I think this
Caleb Downs?
person is going to win their first MVP,
Oh my
and that's my boy Dak Prescott. He gonna have a blowout, breakout year this year. He gonna finally take it home. He's been close twice.
6,000 yards.
I don't know, man. He's just gonna win.
Dak
okay?
was actually named after Dak Prescott, so it makes sense to go with him.
Yep.
Before you're older.
Before he was with
That's
Mississippi
his
State,
fucking cousin.
I just knew he was gonna be a Cowboy great.
So you're really going with Dak though?
Me, yeah. Like out of all the players in the NFC East,
I would think George.
I
I thought you were going to say George Pickens.
I was leaning towards Pickens, but he's got to show me that he's not going to quit when it gets tough. He's actually,
bet though.
Huh?
Would you think he's going to have a good year? Like, let's ask the question to everybody. Would you think he'd have you think he's going to have a big year?
A good year? Yes. I feel like it's inevitable. As long as he's healthy, there's no way he's not going to have a good year. But the game against the Rams, No, I'm sorry. The game against the Chargers, the game against the Lions, where he just quit mentally. You just see him quitting. So there's still that element of when things aren't going right and things are going tough that I'm not sure on. So I'm so happy we tagged him and didn't sign him. But yeah, I think I'll have a
Bleed
good
Blue
year.
for life saying that George Pickens is going to have another dominant season.
I don't think it'll be as dominant as last year because I think some of that had to do with CeeDee Lamb. But I don't know,
was hurt
man.
for a chunk.
Yeah, I think it's hard. George Pickens.
Who's
is
in the
such a guy.
chamber? Who's in the chamber for you, Dak? I mean, Dak, Max.
I was gonna go Arvell Reese, but I'm also interested to see with the Eagles Mekhi Lemon. Obviously, I'm being a homer and picking someone from my own team, but it's just going to be interesting to see how he's using this offense. I think Devontae Smith's going to explode. Like I think he's been Juan and me have talked about it for years. Juan more than me has always thought he's an overqualified
my guy. Honestly,
yeah. Sorry, I just knew because like I was just thinking about this the whole time. It's like we barely mentioned Devontae Smith because there's so much to talk about. But Devontae Smith, we've thought forever could be an alpha, and he just
So
sucks.
you think
like
Devontae Smith's going to take AJ spot and then Lemon's going to take Devontae's spot? Think that's how that's going to work?
I think Devontae Smith isn't going to miss a beat. I think he's been held back by AJ 100%. Brown his whole career. But first of all, our offense too. It's like
from Jalen Hurts.
I mean, of course, it goes without saying. It's like a tax. You gotta pay that tax as soon as you step on the field with Jalen Hurts. But yeah, I would say Mekhi Lemon / Devontae Smith. I'm sorry, Juan. My bad.
It's okay. I got another one in the chamber.
Malik Nabers.
Joey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Brandon Ayuk.
He's not on the team in the NFC East.
Oh my God, Juan, say your guy, and then we'll skip him if you don't. He's
not
ready.
Go, Joey. Please go. Since you know ball, keep on looking at the rosters, my guy.
I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to. Hey,
let me see what
trying
chat.
to get a sleeper for you guys.
You guys. So what'd you go? Chat GPT and type in what's one guy to watch from the NFC East, or what'd you do?
No,
who's Gronk or whatever.
Gronk. Who's Gronk?
Twitter on. So come on, say something.
A Grok, you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Joey,
I'm still thinking.
Bleed Blue for Life came through. He said, if you want an unknown sleeper guy to make a splash this season, he said, Revel, the cornerback.
Dak mentioned him.
I did. Who? See, that's how I know you don't know ball.
From
who?
Where'd he come from? Is that small school?
What did he say? I honestly didn't hear him. What he said.
I didn't hear him either.
Revel,
Siobhan Revel. Yeah, Eastern Carolina. Joey don't know who that is. Come on.
There you go. Nah, you don't.
Joey, just say Malik Nabers.
Revel, the corner.
Would he be the Mitchell, the corner from Philly? Would he be that
no,
guy?
that's another.
Could he take that step up?
No, not as good as Quinyon Mitchell, but he can definitely be a piece. He can definitely be a piece.
I like him a lot. He could be a Woolen 2.0.
He kind of got baptized last year, honestly, for his,
yeah,
it was pretty bad at times.
Nowhere to go except up, right?
Yeah, 100%. No, I liked Revel coming out. He was good.
All right, Joey, let's share this insight.
I'm gonna go Johnny Newton.
That's my boy, man. I completely forgot about Johnny.
I know Javon Kinlaw just came into town with a brand new bag and just
that one's tough. Look, I'm not going to be a cop-out. I'm not going to say Quinyon Mitchell because I do think Quinyon Mitchell could be like the #1 corner in the league. He's already like a top 5. You know, that's no question. But I think he can take the crown this year. So I'm just going to put that on the side note. Yeah, I'm going to give you a sleeper. Not that big. This is my boy, Cam Scatterboo.
I knew
Watch out for him.
What?
The Scat Man.
One loved him.
Scat Man, baby.
All right,
CTE boy, watch out for him. Fantasy football players, don't be scared to get yourself some Cam Scatterboo in your life.
Break his knee or
all right, yes, it don't matter. He's made of fucking steel. He's doing backflips right now at concerts, bro.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Anyway, Cam Scatterboo's my guy. All right, look.
All right,
make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like this video. Comment down below any thoughts, opinions that you guys have. Make sure to follow my boy Dak on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff, bro. It's Dak Phenom 411. If you guys love 2K, if you guys love video games in general, bro, he's always doing his thing on there. He's live streaming, he's making videos,
baby.
Yes, the new 2K is coming out. So if you guys are interested in some gameplay, hell, you might even see me and Max.
Well, you'll see 2 of us will be there with Dak. Somebody else sitting out. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's retired.
But look, all jokes aside, guys, go ahead and give
Uh,
Dak a follow. I'm gonna put his links down in the descriptions, all that good stuff, man. We've been homies with Dak for a very long time. And give a big shout out to Joey for joining us, even though he's a big, ball knower, but kind
Go
of
Cowboys.
pauses every time we
Hey,
ask him.
welcome.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things up, man, K Nasty, appreciate you being here, liking the stream. Spike, appreciate you being on YouTube with the comments. Bleed Blue, Voltage, JJ, all y'all being in the chat, chatting it up, being a part of the stream, man. We truly appreciate y'all being here live. And are we going live again Monday and Thursday? Is that what we're doing? Same time, 8 p.m. Central Time?
We'll see what's up. We are definitely going to go live next week. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to put any dates out there, but we got 2 more divisions to go. All right. We pre-recorded a lot of divisions. So trust me, they're all going to be coming out. But as far as the ones we are doing live, we're going to be doing the NFC West live and the AFC West live. Okay. Participants are TBD. Okay.
Let's go, Honcho. I see you. I'm late. Go Cowboys. So yeah, we're doing NFC West next, correct? And then the AFC West.
AFC West. Yes.
Yep. We saved the best for last.
Yeah, we're saying
right.
Juan's
Dak,
Raiders.
any shout outs out there?
Nah, Honcho just joined the chat. We got Hot Boy Mikey joined the chat, man. So I just appreciate everybody being in the stream, man. I look forward to being live again. And like I said, 2K27 comes out in 5 days. Juan's going to be on that. Bax is going to be on that. I'm going to be on that. A lot of people in the chat that are here, we all going to be on 2K27. But I'm excited for the podcast. I love doing this producing thing, so I can switch to Joey's solo cam just like that and come right back to us. It's a pleasure. But I love you guys, man. I like this, man. Appreciate it.
We love you too, bro. We love you too. Joey, go
One
ahead and show
love.
some love, man. Show some love. Who you got to shout out, dog?
Nobody. The Niners.
Of course
Yep.
not.
Sounds about right.
Max, any last words? Any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody who checked out the stream. Shout out to you guys for liking these videos, and shout out to Dak again for producing one. You running a great show as always. You're awesome, the best host in the business. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. We got a lot to talk about.
All right, we out till next time. Peace.
All right, guys. Later.